What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I am joined by Toasty for some Slice of Life Dragon Ball Super talk. Now, the reason why I decided to do this video is because, in case you've been watching Super in the last episode or two, as well as the next couple episodes, we're kind of in that in-between arc type of thing, where basically it's not really action-filled, but more about the Slice of Life side, where basically it shows the characters that we grew up under, that we love, that we watch do such crazy things like fight gods, to now doing daily things like watching a baby, for example. Now, I'm not going to talk about
the Hercule episode, which was the Hercule episode.
I love that one. Now, we're not going to talk about details of what happened in today's episode. If you want to see the full review of that, come to my channel on Monday, and I'll do a whole breakdown of everything that happens once I watch the subversion. But after watching this episode, I can say I highly enjoyed the Slice of Life side of Dragon Ball, the series. Because, I mean, look, let's look at anime in general. Now, other animes are usually short. It always gets to the point, like Death Note, for example. Death Note just jumps right into the action, and it's like intense 36 episodes of just awesomeness. Then you have other anime like Kill la Kill, action constantly, but then like the long ones allow you to get that different side of the characters that are just like a unique way to experience them. Like I said, going back to what I said earlier, you have Goku, who literally just fought gods. They had this huge tournament, and now he's watching a baby. So it's cool and interesting to see these characters live normal lives. Because, like, have you ever thought about like how, well, I'm not going to get the details of the questions because I know you guys are going to get really dirty when it comes down to it. But have you guys ever wondered what it's like for Goku and Vegeta to go through regular things like what we do in our days, like brushing our teeth or getting the groceries, or as Goku does, farming? Have you ever thought about that, for example? Now, I know when it comes down to Slice of Life, a lot of people aren't a huge fan of it just because when it comes to Dragon Ball, you're more used to the action side and you just want to get to the fights, and you don't really care about this. But again, the other side of the fan base just loves this stuff, and I personally am a big fan of it. Again, to this day, one of my most favorite episodes of Super was episode 2, when we saw Vegeta go to a theme park with his family. It's very different side. Like, this guy showed up to Earth.
One of the best looking episodes, as well as one of the, I would say, one of the most fun ones to watch.
Exactly. I mean, going back to like 20 years ago when Vegeta first showed up, or 20, 30 years ago, whatever the timeline was, this man was literally about to destroy Earth, and then now 20 years, 30 years later, here he is on a theme park journey with his family. So it's just a fun and goofy way to see it, and it makes you feel good. These episodes aren't designed to, like, you know, bore you and fulfill you. It's just something to be tossed in between as we prepare to get to the next arc. Now, we know the next arc is going to be intense and crazy, but I personally can say I'm a huge fan of it. And really the main reason why I decided to do this video with Toasty is because I wanted to talk to the audience directly about the Slice of Life side of Dragon Ball Super. So what are your thoughts about that? Do you guys like that or not? Toasty, what do you think about the whole Slice of Life from your perspective?
It's a good change of pace, because everybody is used to something like Dragon Ball Z, where Dragon Ball Z had these moments. Like, it had things with like Gohan going to school and all that stuff with Great Sam and everything, but there was still some action there. The most that I could think of that was probably closest to what we're seeing here is the days up to the Cell games, where Gohan, Goku, Krillin, and everybody was pretty much just hanging out before the Cell games, taking a break, pretty much just having a good time. But here it's putting them in more interesting scenarios. Like, the closest I've gotten to this in Dragon Ball Z was probably when Gohan got into that mysterious village with a girl named Lime, and that whole thing with Mercenary Tao coming back. But now, I mean,
even going back to Dragon Ball is all about Slice of Life most of the time.
Yeah. Dragon Ball is a completely different series compared to Dragon Ball Z and Super. Like, Super is more close to Z because everyone is, I guess, around the same age and everything as they are in Z, and everything's kind of the same because Goku stays the same as he was in Z, or at least mostly, and like everyone else kind of stays the same. But we get to see them in some more different situations, like how you mentioned how Goku is taking care of Pan, or like how Vegeta goes on a trip with his family, or we see some more stuff with Hercule and get like an interesting episode with him, which is what happened back before the Resurrection F arc. And I think that that's really cool because it kind of takes you out of what the character normally is and kind of shows you a different side of them, and having kind of more sides to them. I mean, most of the time it is just jokes. Like, episode right before this one, you could say it was just mainly jokes. It didn't really show a lot more sides to characters themselves, and really was just more of something for you to laugh at, with Beerus putting on a Monaka costume and all that stuff. It's like, it's just something to make you laugh. It's not something that's really, you're not supposed to really be like extremely into the action. It's not supposed to be like Goku fighting Frieza for the first time. It's supposed to be something that's just, you know, take a break, watch some Dragon Ball. It's more just comedy, because Dragon Ball has been comedy mainly, along with action.
And the beauty
these are like the breaks.
the beauty of Dragon Ball, which is an ongoing series, is you can squeeze that in. Because like I said, with other anime that are a lot shorter, it's all about the action, left and right, left and right, left and right. And it doesn't really give you that much chance to see the characters of other shows outside their natural habitat. I mean, to this day, one of the most funniest episodes of all time in Super, maybe even overall with Dragon Ball period, is the fight that Goku had with Hercule. Like when that alien came down and wanted to fight Hercule, and then he was gonna have Goku fight him, and then Goku wasn't allowed to fight because of Chi-Chi, and he ended up having Hercule punch him, so he faked the whole dive and stuff and grabbed his tractor and flew away. That was hilarious, and I love that funny side of Dragon Ball, and I can say I highly appreciate it. And I mean, like I said, I know a lot of you guys only prefer the action, and it's fine because everybody grew up under Dragon Ball and anime differently. A lot of us, a lot of you guys probably only seen Dragon Ball period, and you just used to fight. So seeing this side of the Dragon Ball characters is different. But again, I find it hilarious seeing these crazy powerful warriors doing these random day-to-day things, and I love it. It's just a fun way to experience the series. It's hilarious, it's comedic, and it's just to get you in between. Because again, if the series is always all about action, going left and right, go right into the intensity, it would just, I don't know, I feel like the flow would be kind of off. And by seeing these characters out of natural element, you can further develop and show what kind of person they are. And again, seeing Vegeta, Vegeta's a great example. Vegeta developed from being the most craziest of villains in the Saiyan saga to right now seeing him basically being a father and still have his pride and intensity, but at the same time he's a caring person. He loves Bulma, he loves Trunks, and I love that. I love that about the series, and I can highly appreciate it. So we're going into the finale, not the finale, but the finale of this current arc, I should say, and get ready to go into the Trunks arc. I don't mind it. I enjoy it, and I cannot wait to see what else Toriyama and Toei have planned for us in the future when it comes down to slice of life stuff. So
yeah,
one last question.
Oh, hold on.
No, you go ahead. Go.
I was just saying that there's also more range. Like you can do a lot more cool things.
Yeah.
It's not a concurrent story, so you can do more out of, I guess, place things with these episodes as well as bring back characters that you weren't able to bring back. As I said before, Mercenary Talk coming back in Dragon Ball Z, that was completely off the wall. That was something that was just an extra thing. It wasn't meant to be something serious. Because think about it like this: if we're having Future Trunks come back in the next arc, which is cool and everything, but they're gonna have to have a completely concrete story for him coming back and all that stuff. Unlike in this episode, where someone comes back from all the way from Dragon Ball, that if we didn't already get spoiled about it, nobody would have any idea that this person was coming back. But it was just something that was it's nice, it's short, and it's just cool. It makes you remember, I guess, your childhood when you saw the show originally, and it kind of knocks your nostalgia a little bit. It's just something that's small and nice. That's it. Yeah.
What I was going to say is I also like the fact that they can squeeze in other characters who are really important to the series from the action side. Monaka, for example. Monaka has returned twice now in the in-between stuff, and he's going to have another point of, I guess, focus in the next couple episodes, as we know is going to, be focused around Goten and Trunks, I should say. If I spoiled that, I'm sorry, but it's not, a big spoiler. But I like the fact that you can even take Monaka, who's useless, but very useful in this scenario. So it allows you to develop characters outside the average scene of what Dragon Ball was. And that's why I like the Slice of Life episodes. But the question I want to ask you, Toasty, as well as the people who are watching is, what's your favorite side of the Slice of Life? What is the funniest thing you've seen from the Slice of Life side of Dragon Ball, and why?
That's actually a really tough one. It'd probably be just I don't know about funny. Because I did laugh at a lot of the stuff in Dragon Ball Z and in Super, and I really find a lot of the stuff funny. But I don't know. I think probably the most enjoyable filler, at least for me, was probably Gohan training with Piccolo in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, because that was an interesting sort of thing, and it was a cool side story type of thing for Gohan. And I don't know, I just liked it a lot, and as well as it showed some of Piccolo's character development from what we saw him in the end of Dragon Ball to what he was now in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, because his character development was already starting to happen, and he was already starting to change because of Gohan. So I just thought that was really cool. I don't know about laughing, because I know a lot of the stuff in Dragon Ball Z made me laugh, but I don't know. I really liked
with me, I gotta say my favorite was by far Gohan going to high school, because a lot of people who watch Dragon Ball have always pictured themselves what if it would be like if you had ki and ability to do the abilities that we see in Dragon Ball, and seeing Gohan basically go to high school in the Buu saga, it allowed us to kind of live through them, because I'm pretty sure a lot of us are awkward probably in that same phase that Gohan was at the time when he went to high school. So seeing that it allows you to put yourself in that person's shoes. Hey, I'm crazy powerful, but here I am, fighting crime outside of school in between periods. Because I'm sure a lot of us who wish we had ki would do that. So I gotta go with that one. With that said, to those who enjoy slice of life in Dragon Ball, what is your favorite side of it and why? And overall, how do you feel about the slice of life side of Dragon Ball Super? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Toasty, is there anything else?
Nope. And just enjoy it while it lasts, because we're gonna get back to more, I guess, serious stuff soon. So yeah, just enjoy
hopefully
the slice of life stuff while it lasts, because this is pretty much all you're gonna get of it until the next arc ends. So
yeah,
yes.
And hopefully it's going to get kind of dark, because I'm ready for some dark stuff in Super, but we'll see. With that said, let us know your thoughts about Dragon Ball Super and the slice of life side, and then overall what your favorite side of the slice of life is with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and I guess we'll take them from there. As always, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. My review of episode 44, was it 43, whatever episode aired today, will be up on Monday, so make sure you come back for that. But for now, let's just talk about slice of life and take it from there. Anyways, you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. My name is Rhymestyle and Toasty, and we'll see you guys in the comment section below.